Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Allah Ta'ala ke naam ke saath we are starting our today's PMP session, and I welcome you all to the project management first session on the introduction about the project management and the training that we are going to start from today. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Mohammad Ahmed Malik, and I'm your project management trainer. And we will take this session, inshallah, along to understand the project management concepts and the thing that we all are here to learn, that is PMP certification. Uh, my professional qualification, first of all, in my introduction perspective, I am by profession telecom engineer. I have done bachelor's in telecommunication engineering, and later I did a master's in project management since I think 2010. And then I did my two international certifications. I have some other technical certifications as well and the trainings, but because based on the topic that we are discussing here is the project management, so I should share you about my project management qualification. So by profession, I have done PMP certification in the line of project management. I am certified PMP, as well as later I have done program management professional. I am PGMP certified as well. Um, um, uh, so far, basically, this is my. I have some other ISO certifications as well. After this, I have almost 17 years of experience in my pocket. And for almost 10 years, I worked for Defense Forces, and I worked as a deputy director. In 2016, I left my job and I resigned from there and become an entrepreneur, and I started my own journey of entrepreneurship. Blue Peaks Consulting is my venture. This is a platform for the international certifications, and we have basically crossed a lot of platforms and a lot of affiliations and associations locally and internationally. But for a very brief, we are authorized learning partner with Skill Development Council Canada. We were authorized training partner, premier authorized training partner with PMI USA in Pakistan. So in Pakistan, we are authorized partner with Pakistan Engineering Council, with Pasha, with TSAB, with Islamabad Chamber of Commerce. So these are some a few associations we have with Blue Peaks Consulting that we attained so far. As far as the PMP certification is concerned, this is my 54th batch that we are starting today, and we will take this session along, and we will complete, inshallah ta'ala, all PMP journey from the training till your exam day. Preferably, you should move yourself into a room where you can sit on a silent place so that we can interact and you can concentrate on the topics. And it is also, I would say, a courtesy होती है that I am online, I am live, and I open my webcam. So किसी भी live का मतलब ये नहीं है कि we hide our cams and we do not see each other. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज होती है जो ट्रेनर जब तक अपने पार्टिसिपेंट के साथ फेस टू फेस इंटरेक्ट नहीं करता. सो आई पर्सनली एज्यूम टू इंटरेक्ट विद द पीपल हु आर, जिनको मैं देख रहा हूँ, जो मुझे नजर आ रहे हैं. तो ये सेशन के अंदर ये वाली चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होगी, दैट यू मेक श्योर कि आप लोग अपने कैम्स को जो है ना ओपन रखें. एंड बीइंग अ ट्रेनर, I should see that who is concentrating on my sessions or not. And there should not be some other activities that you are putting time on that thing. So you should focus on your class and you should open your webcams as well. So I highly recommend that please open your cams so that the trainers and the participant both can see each other. Okay. So I formally welcome you all to the PMP certification session, and I would be your lead trainer in the PMP certification. So let me give you a very brief introduction about the PMP. What is PMP certification? My majority mode of discussion and the things would be highly interactive, and we would like to write on the slides, and we would like to see and discuss on the slides, not on the written thing that I am reading from the slides. I really try to avoid reading the slides because it is not at all a good method that I personally feel that it should be. So, what is PMP? Ali, if it is possible for you, because there is some distraction from your colleagues, and you are some people are coming and going, and you are distracting to others. So try to focus on the class and try to see on what we are doing. Okay, what is PMP? Let me introduce. PMP's certification is PMP certification is basically PMI USA International Certification on Project Management. As you all people know that in the world there are so much of this project management work that is going on. Some people are doing masters in project management, some people are doing PhD in project management, some people are doing some other certifications on project management like Agile certification, Scrum certification, Prince 2 certifications, APM. So there are so many of the project management credentials that are going on in the world, but there are some certifications that are very highly recognized and renowned all over the world. Like for example, if I got any certificate from Pakistan, and I'm going into the international world and tell them that I have got this certificate from Lahore, so people will not recognize me that where is Lahore and which institute is this. But if I will take any certification from Oracle, from Google, from PMI, and I will go into any country in the world, so people will recognize this thing that I am a certified project manager, I am a certified solution architect, I am a certified power engineer, I am certified civil engineer. So these all kinds of things that is so in the line of project management, PMI USA has the has got the value, and PMP certification is the baby of the PMI USA, Project Management Institute USA. So PMP certification has become a gold standard in the field of project management. You people will be very genius people. You would cross a lot of projects, and but fortunately or unfortunately, the world is looking for the people who are certified project manager from PMI USA. Like for example, if I have a car of any local brand or any non-recognized brand, and I have a car of Corolla, I have a car of Lexus, so they are a very high brand. So PMP is actually also become a brand. Now, this brand, majority part of the world, majority employers are looking for the certified professionals from PMI USA. This is the one thing. Second thing is PMI USA is a non-profit organization. PMI USA is a non-profit organization, so they are not seeking the individuals who are basically from the institute. They are making the profit. They are doing project management policies, procedures, standards, credentials, so they aware the people to get more knowledge on project management, and it has been recognized. So this is the very initial introduction about the PMP, that what is PMP and where does it belongs from. Now, the second part is what is the area that PMP is covering. PMP is basically covering two areas. One is the predictive project management, and the second is the agile project management. Previously, when the PMP certification, it is a almost time when I would say around since 2018, before it was only predictive project management. Like you have a plan and you have to follow up complete plan and you will complete the project. Now over the years the world has recognized that we are doing a lot of plans, but actually those plans are not being implemented, so we waste a lot of money and time in making those plans. So what we should do, we should have a methodology where we will make a short plans, and now that short plans we will move forward and make another short plan, and so on and so on and so on and so on. This is known as agile project management. Predictive project management is the one in which we have a very clear scope of work, and agile project management is the one in which there is a very scope of work is not clear. So what is we do? We basically do a predict. We should be able to know about both types of the project management: predictive project management and agile project management. So this is what the PMP will be covering, and what it is the part of the PMP. So it will cover both predictive and the agile project management. Now, what is the exam structure? What is the exam structure of the PMP? Actually, it is a MCQs based exam. It is basically MCQs based exam, and there are 180 MCQs questions, 230 minutes. That means 1 minute and 27 seconds that you have to complete in. Yes. जी अदनान, आप बताइए। अच्छा, whenever you want to ask anything, you would have on your windows there is a sign of the hand raise. So raise your hand. The moment the hand would be raised, immediately I will stop talking and I will take questions. So Adnan, please open your mic and ask your
Yeah,
question
actually, I
what you want.
want to ask that in what sense this we can describe agile and predictive system? It is the division of PMP type, or
जी
what is this
जी
both system?
जी
Under which
अदनान
category it is coming? What is the link?
जी, मैं बताता हूँ। मैं थोड़ा सा उर्दू में भी और थोड़ा सा इंग्लिश में ली आई विल टेक बोथ द लैंग्वेजेस उर्दू एंड इंग्लिश एज वेल, सो प्लीज बियर विद अस एज वेल। ओके, सो जो सा है अदनान, प्रिडिक्टिव प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट का मतलब होता है, प्रिडिक्टिव होता है प्रिडिक्शन से, कि आप किसी चीज की प्रिडिक्शन कर सकें। यानी कि आप सिविल इंजीनियर हो, आपने यू हैव मेक अ कंप्लीट बिल्डिंग आपने बनाई है, इस तरह की दो चार पांच बिल्डिंग सात बिल्डिंग आप बना चुके हो। आपको एक काम आता है, आपने एक नई आठवीं बिल्डिंग बनानी है, तो अब तो आपको इतना एक्सपीरियंस हो गया है, यू है कि जी अब आप बहुत आसानी से आठवीं बिल्डिंग की जो एस्टिमेशंस हैं उसकी पूरी की पूरी कैलकुलेशंस हैं वो आप कर सकते हो। सो इसका मतलब है कि आप एक ऐसा प्लान बना सकते हो और आपको पता है उस बिल्डिंग की चीजों का, कि जिसमें आप प्रिडिक्शन कर सकते हो। सो दिस इज नोन एज प्रिडिक्टिव प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट। नाउ आई विल से इन इंग्लिश that Adnan, you are basically an experienced civil engineer and you have constructed almost five, six, seven buildings of the same almost nature. And if you were being asked to develop a eighth one, so being an expert, being an experienced project manager, it would be easy for you to predict something. Now, this predictive came from a word predict, that what would be you have, what would you completed in the coming time. So this is known as predictive project management. Okay, so this is predictive project management. Now, there is another terminology, there is another type of project management that is very, increasing, and the requirement of agile project management. एजाइल प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट का मतलब ये होता है कि आपकी जो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट, आपने एक आईटी का या सॉफ्टवेयर का एक प्रोजेक्ट बनाना है, आपका आपकी कंपनी को अभी उस चीज का आइडिया नहीं है कि इस पे, फॉर एग्जांपल मैं कहता हूँ कि मैंने अपनी एक ब्लू पीक्स कंपनी बनानी है। इफ आई हैव टू मेक माय ओन ब्लू पीक्स कंपनी एंड आई एम गोइंग टू डेवलप माय न्यू वेबसाइट, सो फॉर न्यू वेबसाइट एंड फॉर द न्यू थिंग्स, डेफिनेटली आई वुड नॉट बी हैव अ वेरी क्लियर थिंग्स। वैसे तो मैं बड़ा अच्छा सोचूंगा, मैं कहूंगा कि यार एक ऐसा होना चाहिए, एक वेबसाइट हो, उसके अंदर जो था ना एक फोटो की गैलरी हो, उसमें एक सर्टिफिकेशन हो, उसमें एक जो सा है क्या उसका नाम है, मेरी कंपनी सीईओ मैसेज हो। ये तो मेरी सोच है, एक मेरे जहन के अंदर जो आ रही है। लेकिन जब मैंने आपको कहा कि अदनान ये मेरा बना दो, आपने मुझे कहा कि सर मुझे सीईओ मैसेज लिख के दें, मैं कहा वो तो यार मैंने तो अभी बनाई नहीं, तो मैंने सोचा था ओके मैं बनाता हूँ, 2 दिन मैंने लगाए सीईओ मैसेज लिखने बनाने पे। तो अब ये वो चीजें हैं कि जो आहिस्ता आहिस्ता रिक्वायरमेंट्स आती जाएंगी, मैं बनाता जाऊंगा, सोचता जाऊंगा, देता जाऊंगा, लेकिन मैं उसके बारे में प्रिडिक्ट नहीं कर सकता कि यार मुझे उस पर कितना टाइम लगेगा। सो दिस इज नोन एज एजाइल प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट। प्रिडिक्टिव प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट की मैं आप लोगों को थोड़ी सी चीज बताऊं, that predictive project management would be where scope of work is clear, where scope of work is clear. And agile project management is where scope of work is not clear. So being a project manager, we should be ready for both type of projects in our organizations or in our work. So we should be ready. There could be some projects where scope of work is clear, and there should be some projects where scope of work is not clear. So this is where predictive and agile project management would come, where we will define our how to do the project management in both types, predictive and agile project management. So we were talking about the exam structure of the PMP certification. So PMP, the exam structure of the PMP is basically MCQs based questions. There are 180 MCQs questions, and we have 230 minutes we have available for the attempt of questions. And you can see 1 minute and 27 seconds for each question. So we need to prepare ourselves very much, because it is not easy that we will complete our training and we will do all the exam without the preparation. So this is very important. Once we will prepare, once we will do the practice questions, you will see it takes a lot of time until you prepare yourself, and you sharpen your knife. And you need to be, once I see question, I read the statement, questions, four options, and I have to immediately decide and move to next question. This is the practice, this is the efficiency that we need to appear before the PMP exam. So the exam structure is basically 180 MCQs questions and 230 minutes. There are three domains that they will test in your examination. The one is the exam is the people domain. Second is the process domain, and third is the business environment domain. People domain 42% questions, process domain 50% questions, and business environment domain 8% questions. Now this is 100% question that you will be asked, and you will basically, they will ask you to perform. But remember this thing, that these 100% questions would be mixed. You will not be able to understand and do not have a sufficient time that you can say, "Okay, yes, I know that this question is from which domain." You remember, you understand? So PMI has defined their area: people domain, process domain, business environment domain. But you people have to be clear. You need to be very clear in the predictive domain. You need to be very clear in the agile domain. You need to be very clear in the people, process, business domain. That's all. I am the all rounder. I am standing on the pitch. What type of ball, even it is yorker, even it is full toss, even it is any type of ball, I have to face that, because I have to be ready as a project manager, that they will ask me different types of question as a project manager. दे आर evaluating मी एज ए प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर. वो ये देख रहे हैं कि यार ये प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर इस सिचुएशन में क्या परफॉर्म करता है. अच्छा, मैं इस प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर से कहता हूं, अच्छा तुम्हारी टीम कहीं ट्रेवल कर रही है और तुम्हें खदशा है कि तुम एक बंदे को सुबह की फ्लाइट से भेज रहे हो, एक बंदे को शाम की फ्लाइट से भेज रहे हो, ये क्या कर रहे हो तुम. अब मुझे पता होना चाहिए कि मैं क्या कर रहा हूं. So this is where there are different situational scenario based questions that they will ask from us, and they will do कि जी हमें वो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट करनी. You understand, people? So this is where actually we are preparing ourselves to perform accurately on the exam, and we can attempt those questions very easily. Okay, so these are the three domains. Now there is another question: what are the exam criteria? Is it how many numbers of would be required, how many correct questions we can require to attempt. Now remember this thing, my dear friends, there are different domains, that there are different areas. There is no pass and fail questions that they give me. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है वो कहेंगे जी 50% वाला पास है, 60% वाला पास है। पीएमआई की वेबसाइट के ऊपर, पीएमआई के ऊपर ऐसी कोई भी चीज मेंशन्ड नहीं है कि जी कितने नंबर्स वाला बंदा जो है ना वो पास होता है। सो व्हाट दे हैव देयर ग्रेड्स। There are four grades that they are basically giving after the exam. The first grade is the above target. First grade is the above target. Second grade is the target. Third grade is below target. And fourth grade is needs improvement. Now, this is the highest grade, sir, above target. This is the highest grade above target. Then you have you can say this is excellent, this is good, this is average, and this is fail. If you get needs improvement in any of the people or process domain, that means you are fail on the exam. If you got any needs improvement in people or process domain, you are fail. Remember this thing. So, as far as by roadmap is concerned, you are not allowed to appear in the exam unless I give you a green signal that now you are ready to appear for the exam. The first part of the training is the exam concepts that we need to understand about project management. We need to know about the project management, that what is project management. This is the very first thing that we all need to know. The second part is basically is your application process, and the third part is your exam preparation. So this is the criteria of the result or the you will get after your examination. So this is your exam results that you will get on your sheets, that you got above target in people domain. Recently, my students, probably I shared you the video of my student as well. So he has qualified PMP certification with all above targets, and they got a very good results. And I prepared them. I did not probably provide any of the, but definitely we gather different data from different sources so that you can prepare much. So as per his statement, sir, 40% of the question were same which you have given me for the practice. So now maybe it is his luck that he got the questions from those data or those practice sessions, but you never know. You have to prepare yourself. So he has done a lot of hard work on it. This is also true. Okay, so this is what I have covered, the course that you will be prepared, the area, the examination structure. Yes, there is another thing that you need to know about the PMP is the how you can appear in the PMP exam. There are two modes. One is online and one is on site. Online examination, what is online examination? Online examination is like I am sitting on my computer and my screen has opened and I have started attempting on the exam. Now after COVID pandemic, they allowed people to appear online from their home, from their office, or anywhere. So they create a mechanism. But what is the problem actually? Problem is that, in some of the countries or some part of the countries, there are some issues. For example, there is an internet issues. For example, there is some electricity issues. For example, your device, your system is not good. So for example, you are attempting, and you see my face, you see my this whole face, this, like, if I this face is locked by AI. Now if during the examination online which I am appearing on the from my home office, if I see upward, if I see right, I see left, I see down, now this AI will hold and put an emergency or alert that why you are moving. One, two, three times they will lock my exam. Now this is one thing. Second thing is, if due to internet my exam close, if I have covered 160 questions out of 180, 160 questions out of 180, my exam will close. I have to go from start, from again one next time. So from the, and also you need to provide a good justification to the exam site or exam centers, that it was an internet problem, it was an electricity problem, and so on and so on and so on. So this is an online examination, sir. And I personally do not suggest my candidates and students to go for the PMP online sessions, because it is not very good, and it is not very easy to appear and have a lot of problems there. On the other side of the bank, there is a system. This is known as on-site exam. Now there are two bodies. One is Prometric and one is Parson VU. So both are taking proctoring exams, and both are basically providing you the exam facility, where you will go to the site center, and they will give you a PC, and they are responsible for all the requirements. They are responsible for all the requirements to provide to you for the examination. So you do not need to worry for anything. You just have to prepare yourself, and you have to be ready for the examination. This is the, sir, requirement. So this is on-site examination is also available, and on-site online examination is also important. Now there is another thing, that is a fee structure of the PMP exam, and how we need to, in the world, the original fees now is USD $575, sir. $575 is the examination fee that in the world they are charging to the PMP aspirants. Now in Pakistan, the fee is also same, 575. But there is a twist sort of in Pakistan, that if you are a member, of PMI, the membership fees is USD 109. Membership fees is USD $109. So once you are member, so the examination fees for the PMP is USD $284. So this equals to 393 USD. So if you minus 393 from 575, so how much you are saving? 3 to 17 or 9, 8 and 431. 182 USD you are saving here. From Pakistan, you are saving 182 US dollars from the examination. So, the best way to get the membership. Now, what are the benefits of the membership? Benefits of the membership is that, sir, that uh, you are basically, if you are a member for 1 year, so being a member, very first thing that I highly do not want to even discuss, but if you could not qualify the examination in the first attempt, the second attempt fees will be reduced, and it will be $193, the second attempt fee. Otherwise, what are the other benefit? You are being provided different journals, different reference books, different discounts on their. There is another good discount, that is on all the certifications. For example, my students have done 3 even certification in a year. There is a PMP, there is Agile, and there is PGMP certification. 3 certification in a year. So every time being a member, they got a good discount from the being a member of the PMI USA. So this is a benefit that they have got being a member of the PMI USA, and got the benefit from the being a member. Okay, so this is the membership, and this is the thing that you got from the PMI USA being a member and being a non-member. So I think I have covered many of the administrative and general concepts that majority of the people have in their mind. But if there is any specific thing that you want to ask about the PMP, so you may ask me one by one, and then I will address and we'll proceed further. Yes.
My question is this कि आपने कहा कि हम $393 में we have only one attempt at the examination.
Yes. Yes,
So
PMP examination is always having a single attempt. It is not a certification that is providing you that you in the payment you have done, you attempt once. If you do not qualify, again attempt with the same fee. No, this fee would be for only once. If you do not qualify, you have to pay the second attempt or retake fee.
okay, so second attempt is आपने कहा कि second attempt के $193 होंगे.
हाँ, सेकंड अटेम्प्ट के लिए अगर आप मेंबर हो तो फिर उसके जो उनसे जो होंगे वो फिर आपके होंगे $193.
Okay, sir.
So let's move ahead and let's start discussing about the basic definitions or terminologies of project management, out of which the first one is what is project. Look, there are so many definitions. A very bookish definition that majority of the world are basically saying that project is a temporary endeavor. A
Hmm.
project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create unique product, service, or result. Now, this is the definition of the project. Now, every word is in project. Project is temporary. Temporary is a word.
Yes, I'm with you.
Endeavor is a word. Unique is a word.
Hmm.
Product is a word. Service is a word. And result is a word. Now, project is basically very important. That project is something which is a temporary thing that we have been given to complete in a given period of time with a given resources, with a given budget, with a given timeline, with a
Hmm.
given, all the factors that we are being provided to complete the project with all these areas. Now, you all three are absolutely right that this a small activity or shifting of any conference room from floor fifth to ninth is an operational activity, because this project, like we are talking project as a CPAC project, we are talking NTDC project, we are talking State Bank building project, and we are talking a very small activity of shifting of some furniture to another floor. We cannot say this as a project. This is
Yes,
not
sure.
at all a project. This is basically something, project, project is something which has some unique features. Like it should have a reasonable amount of budget. It should have a reasonable amount of time. It should have a reasonable amount of people who will work on the project. It should have a sufficient resources.
Hmm.
Now, if
Fish.
we talk about shifting of furniture, so this is a very small activity, no risk, no budget, no timeline. So, PMI USA normally sometimes they ask you about your experience. So they ask you that please mention those projects which have a minimum 4 weeks of duration. you know
Hmm. Right.
PMI ask you that please mention those projects which you have done in your experience. It should have a minimum duration of 4 weeks. So that means there is no, normally in our offices, like we say, Lee, your project is to take this trip from Lahore to Pindi. Now, this is project. So we make anything a project. It is not actually. Project is not anything you can say this is project, this is project, this is project. Project is something big. Project is something a very high responsibility on the shoulders of project manager. So I would say if we talk about the definition of the project, so project is the definition that project should have a specific start and end date. Okay, Adnan, like told, it should have a reasonable number of resources. It should have a a budget.
Yes, sir.
It should have a timeline.
Timeline package.
So these are the features of the project.
Hmm.
Now, another important aspect of the project, like I want to ponder for you people as well. Like, did you think that why this project has been initiated in our organization? Probably not, because you are doing the project as an only employee. You are not taking your mind as a, a strategic thinker. You as a project manager should know that why my organization initiated this project. This is the first question which should have in your mind. What is the strategic need of the project in our organization? Why? What are the strategic need? What benefit this project will bring to my organization? If my organization is putting money, my organization is putting resources, so what are the benefits that my organization will get from the project? Now, these are the questions which will elevate the thinking level of yours as an project manager, and you will perform as a mature and a good project manager. That any project manager, these questions should come very first when they start any project. So project definition is not something that a project, you remember that definition, you should understand that what is project. You should understand what why this project is being initiated in my organization and what is my responsibility. Because in every organization, the project manager is ultimately the victim of the project. He or she is being handled because they are successfully completed the project, and they are not successfully completed the project. So if you will correct your definitions of these lines, that what are the benefits, what are the strategic need, what is the emergency of the project, what is the requirement of the project in my organization, so you would be in a better position to handle that project in your organization. So this is actually the project manager should think from their mind कि what is basically प्रोजेक्ट कहते किसको है, प्रोजेक्ट की जरूरत क्या है, मेरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को प्रोजेक्ट क्यों उसने शुरू किया, मेरे से क्या एक्सपेक्टेशन है, मैंने क्या डिलीवर करना है, मुझे क्या प्रोवाइड किया जा रहा है। जब प्रोजेक्ट खत्म होगा, मेरे से क्या पूछेंगे, तो सबसे पहले मुझे अपने इन सारे सवालों के जवाब इकट्ठे करने हैं मुख्तलिफ लोगों से, सो दैट मैं प्रोजेक्ट को अपनी कंट्रोल में तो ला सकूं। ये तो ना हो कि यार मेरा प्रोजेक्ट है और मैं अपने प्रोजेक्ट के ऊपर मुझे किसी चीज की ना इंफॉर्मेशन दी जाती है, ना कोई रिसोर्स प्रोवाइड किए जाते हैं। हाँ, मुझे 1 महीने के बाद तनख्वाह दे के ना 100 जूतियां जरूर मारी जाती हैं कि ये तनख्वाह भी पकड़ो और 100 जूतियां भी खा लो। Now, this is where project manager become the victim in the organization, and projects organization doesn't know that what information the project manager should have before initiating the project. So the reason is that because the project manager doesn't, हमारे यहाँ ज्यादा मेजोरिटी क्या होती है कि प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर जो थे ना, वो अपनी नौकरी के पीछे वो खामोशी और वो ज्यादा बोलता, ज्यादा पूछता, बस इंस्ट्रक्शन को फॉलो करता रहता है, जो कि गलत आदमी गलत इंस्ट्रक्शन दे रहा होता है, गलत आदमी गलत चीजें बता रहा होता है, और आखिरकार बाद में पकड़ के प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर को लताड़ देता है कि तुम्हें नहीं पता था। तो दिस इज वेयर द प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर को अपने दिमाग को थोड़ा सा खोलना चाहिए और अपने दिमाग से पूछना चाहिए कि यार मैं क्या सही डायरेक्शन पे जा रहा हूं, कल को ये मेरे गले में ही ना पड़ जाए। So this is what the project is. So the second definition of the project management is the what is program. What is program? Yes, let me tell you the definition, a bookish definition of the program, but each word is very important. A program is a group of projects. A program is a group of projects. That means that there are multiple projects in a program. So that means the program manager is having multiple project manager under his or her command. That means program manager has a multiple project manager under his or her command. Now, a group of projects managed in a coordinated way. So, another understanding that all projects under one program must be coordinated with each other. It cannot be run without coordination. For example, if there is any miscoordination amongst the projects, so that means the whole program will be affected. So a program is a group of related projects managed in a coordinated way to obtain benefits not available in managing them individually. So that means the program is the one in which we have multiple projects, but all projects are basically, all projects are dependent on each other, interdependent on each other. And if any of the project is being not attempted or not doing in a right manner, the whole program will be affected. Now, what is the example of this? The example of this program is the any housing society. For example, there is one housing society is being developed in any city. So people are trying to get the residents in that society and they are understanding the concept. So there are different projects in that society. There is a water project, there is a gas project, there is a road project, there is a school project, there is a commercial project, there is a hospital project. So there are garden project, horticulture project. Now there are so many of the projects in that particular program. Now we have to identify at this point of time that what projects are interdependent on each other. For example, very first project, I tell you, Lee, that in that society there is no water available. So what you will do? You will immediately stop yourself because without water, the life is very difficult. How me and my family will basically live there without water? So that means one single project of water, once I heard and listen and I take out from the program, so my whole program can be spoiled. My whole program can be spoiled because this is what I am saying. So what is program? Program is a group of related projects managed in a coordinated way to obtain benefits not available in managing them individually. So for example, I put all efforts on the water project. For example, I put all efforts on the water project. What do you see? That I can get the benefits of the program? No, because for the success of the program, all projects must be completed within the given time period, within budget, within schedule, within resources. So this is actually the understanding of the program. So this is what actually the program is. So program is something which has a broad scope. Program is something which has a high deliverables, high objectives, high there is a budget, high resources, high risk. So this is the definition of the program. So what is program? Program is a group of projects where we have a multiple projects under the umbrella of the program. But remember this thing, that if any single project which has no dependency on other projects, it will not be under the umbrella of the program. वो प्रोजेक्ट उस प्रोग्राम का पार्ट नहीं होगा. अगर आपको कोई भी ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट, इफ यू आर सीइंग एनी प्रोजेक्ट which is having no relevancy with the other projects with the program, so it will not fall under the program. It will be separated with other organizations projects, but not as a program. So this is what the definition of the program is. So the third and the last definition of the project management is basically portfolio. Now, now the portfolio is the one that is basically covering all the areas. Now, portfolio, please mute the mic, Lee. Now, the portfolio is basically all the projects,
Oh, portfolio or project था.
all the projects, programs,
Hmm.
and operations. Now, you must heard the name of group of companies.
Oh, okay. I see. Thank you, sir.
Now, for example, we have a group of company, though they are working on multiple businesses. They are working on textile, they are working on cement, they are working on hotel industry, they are working on various multiple areas that they are. Now there is no relationship between textile and cement industry. Their textile industry is different, cement industry is different, hospital industry is different. So portfolio is the one that is basically a group of companies having multiple portfolio, like Zulkifl said. Now that portfolio is understanding the all areas that any organization is working on. So the portfolio is the one thing that covers. It is not like in project and program. We have a project and program time limited. We have to complete a housing society in 4 years. This is the definition of the program. We have to complete a project with a given period of time. Now the portfolio is unlimited. Portfolio is not having any timelines. In the portfolio, we have multiple projects, we have multiple sizes. Now, if there is one project of this size, there is one project of this size, there is one program, there is one. Now, this is in the initiation stage, this is in the closing stage, this is in the planning stage, this is in the exit. So, everything is different. So, in the portfolio, the projects and program may or may not be dependent on each other. But in program, all the projects must be dependent or interdependent with each other. So, in the portfolio, what we said, we have a group of companies. What we said, we have multiple businesses. What we said, they all are at a various stages in the development, one in the initiation, one in the planning, one in the execution, and so on. So, this is the brief understanding about the portfolios.
Sir, I would
जी,
just like to repeat the
जी.
key point के portfolio basically has no interdependencies.
मैंने एक वर्ड बोली दैट जुल्किफल पोर्टफोलियो having in projects and programs may or may not dependent on each other.
Okay,
it
sir.
is
Okay.
it is not mandatory that the project must be dependent, like in program that all projects must be dependent on each other. But in portfolio, all projects and program may or may not dependent on each other.
Okay, sir.
Clear? So in today's session, what I aim for that we should start our session with the confidence that we should learn with each other, that how we will proceed and how we will basically do our sessions on the PMP. So from today, we are starting this initial session of the, you can say, an orientation or introductory session on the project management. And I hope that the methodology we have opted in the session of having our discussions and the things, you must be understanding this way as a good learning experience, because in my all previous batches, people have majority appreciated this method of learning, to avoid the reading of slides and just to read the slide and complete the session. So this is not my area that I do the sessions with the reading of slides. I try to be as much interactive and as we can, so that, but because of the some participants, some students, they are having multiple occupancy and they want to join the session, and they have requested me as well that do give them chance. So let's see, and I will let you know about their participation, because as the more participant will be in the session, so more discussion and more understanding would be done in the session as well. So this is what how we will take the sessions, and इसी तरीके से हम चीजों को आगे लेके चलेंगे. I will create a group today and I will share you the standard that we will follow in the sessions, and we will see that how best we can share the things. So this is how we will take the things along, and we'll complete the session inshallah. Zulkifl, हमारे हफ्ते में 4 सेशंस हुआ करेंगे.
अच्छा.
हफ्ते में हमारे 4 सेशंस हुआ करेंगे, मंडे से लेके थर्सडे तक. और जो है ना इस वीक के अंदर जो है ना हम लोग मेरा ही एक पाकिस्तान इंजीनियरिंग काउंसिल का एक विजिट है इस्लामिया यूनिवर्सिटी भावलपुर का. थर्सडे से लेके सैटरडे तक मेरा 2-3 दिन का विजिट है इस्लामिया यूनिवर्सिटी भावलपुर का. सैटरडे को मैं ट्रैवलिंग में होऊंगा. सो जो है ना आई एम ट्राइंग कि हम लोग जो है ना इस वीक को देख रहे हैं, कुछ पार्टिसिपेशंस भी बेहतर करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. तो विल ट्राई कि हम इसको कंटिन्यू करें, अदरवाइज हम शायद इसको मंडे से किक ऑफ करें और मंडे से जो है ना हम फॉर्मली अपना जो है ना डेज को कंटिन्यू करें. जी जुल्किफल प्लीज.
सर इज इट पॉसिबल, मतलब आप कह रहे हैं इस वीक में अगर पॉसिबल ना हो तो हम नेक्स्ट मंडे से स्टार्ट करेंगे. सर इज इट पॉसिबल कि वी कैन हैव सेशंस ऑन मंडे, ट्यूसडे एंड देन ऑन आई थिंक वन ऑन थर्सडे एंड वन ऑन सैटरडे इफ इट इज कन्वीनियंट सर.
देखते हैं, वैसे होता नहीं है क्योंकि हमारी ना वीकेंड्स की अपनी कुछ और कमिटमेंट्स होती हैं. वीकेंड्स पे हमारे जो है ना प्रोग्राम मैनेजमेंट के सेशंस प्लान हो रहे होते हैं, कुछ और चीजें. तो इसलिए हमारी पीएमपी की जो क्लासेस है ना वो मंडे टू थर्सडे 8 to 10 PM हम इसको कंटिन्यू करते हैं. सो ये जस्ट आज का सेशन यहाँ तक ही है, और इंशाल्लाह ताला फिर मैं आपको कल इसको कंफर्म भी कर दूंगा.